Phoenix as a whole is just a valuable community resource. You know, it allows the community to come and dance and perform and learn and play and create, all of those things that are so important. This building used to be the Phoenix Iron and Steel Works, just over 100 years old, and this is where the metalwork for the Palace Pier, the West Pier, Brighton Station all came from this building. Well, we've been given till the end of next year. The developers have effectively said by the end of next year their plans are to knock everything down. And obviously Lewes needs houses, but I think a lot of people are seeing the value in what's developed here over the last 6 years, even though the buildings aren't in great shape. But I think given the chance to develop more organically, if we were given another 6 years, you know, see what's happened here in the last 6 years, it could really be quite an amazing thing if we were given that opportunities.
What we are is a community interest company. So one for myself is I've never been involved in a community interest company before, so it was about discovering how does a community come together. So it was great that there was already a community in Phoenix for me to kind of get involved with. There is a possibility of demolition, and then so people say to us, well, why are you bothering if they're going to knock it down? And it's like, well, why not?
There's this thing that a friend of mine talked about with me a couple of weeks ago when I was describing the process of like how the skate park is evolving and being created, even though there is this threat of, in some particular years of time, maybe the demolition happening. What a lot of people would say, well, why build it if it's not going to be around in a few years? And it's like, yeah, but actually this is a project which is, the process of creating it is giving people so much. Giving the people who are involved from the creating it, giving the skaters who are using it, the whole community that's being created around the skate house is in itself its own entity.
I think it's vitally important, me personally, just having somewhere I can go. So I really value the place and kind of feel that it's mutual. Anyone I speak to that spends time down here, we're all kind of of the same opinion that this is a really, important asset.
A friend of mine a couple of weeks ago was likening it to Tibetan sand mandalas. What they do with Tibetan sand mandalas is the monks to spend months and months and months, possibly years, creating these perfect, intricate, beautiful mandalas made of sand on the ground. And then at the point at which that mandala is finished, there's a ceremony to celebrate it being finished, at which point they wipe it away. And that is like, in a sense, it's about the process, and it's about the learning and the beautiful creation that goes on, and the learning that goes on in terms of yourself and people around you.
It's very multi-dimensional in that sense, where it's different things to different people. But I know a lot of people say without it here, there'd be a big gap.
Don't you know that